In this video, we're about to test your knowledge with 100 general knowledge questions everyone should know. But there's no multiple choice. You'll need to come up with the answers from memory. So if you are ready, let's begin. Which bird is a universal symbol of peace? The answer is a dove. Who invented the airplane? Correct, it was the Wright brothers. What is the national animal of Canada? That's right, the beaver. Which planet is known as the Morning Star? Correct, yeah, it's Venus. Who invented the telephone? It was Alexander Graham Bell. Which body part has the most bones? It's the hand. Which organ is responsible for detoxifying chemicals in the body? Yeah, the liver does the job. Which is the only mammal that can fly? The answer is a bat. What is the hottest planet in our solar system? Yeah, that would be Venus again. Which vegetable is known for making people cry when cut? You guessed it, the onion. Which is the smallest continent by area? That would be Australia. What is the square root of 49? The answer is 7. Which famous structures can be found in Egypt? The pyramids, of course. Which bird is the largest? Yeah, it's the ostrich. Which is the smallest ocean in the world? That would be the Arctic Ocean. How many legs does a crab have? Correct, a crab has 10 legs. Which planet is second from the Sun? You got it, that would be Venus. Which continent is home to the kangaroo? Correct, it's Australia. Which country is known for inventing pasta? That would be Italy. Which river runs through Egypt? Nice, yeah, the Nile. What is the largest species of shark? It's the whale shark. What is the capital city of Japan? The capital is Tokyo. How many teeth does an adult human have? The answer is 32 teeth. Which planet is known for its rings? The correct answer is Saturn. Which artist painted the Mona Lisa? It was Leonardo da Vinci. What is the primary ingredient in a Caesar salad? You got it. It's lettuce. What is the square root of 81? Correct answer is 9. Which country is famous for the Great Wall? The answer is China. What type of tree produces acorns? Yeah, an oak tree. Which planet has the most moons? That's right, Saturn. How many days are there in a leap year? It's 366. How many days are in the month of February during a leap year? Correct, 29 days. What is the hardest mineral on Earth? That would be diamond. What is the largest planet in our solar system? Yep, it's Jupiter. Who wrote Hamlet? It was William Shakespeare. How many legs does a lobster have? A lobster has 10 legs. What is the main ingredient in salsa? It's tomato. What is the tallest animal on Earth? The giraffe. How many legs does an insect have? Insects have 6 legs. What is the main ingredient in guacamole? Yeah, avocado. How many squares are on a chessboard? It has 64 squares. What is the capital of Germany? That's Berlin. Who Who painted The Last Supper? Correct, Leonardo da Vinci. Which animal is known for changing its color? The chameleon. Which gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere? The answer is carbon dioxide. Which organ is responsible for producing insulin? That's right, the pancreas. Which fruit is known for its high vitamin C content? Yeah, it's an orange. How many oceans are there in the world? There are 5 oceans. Which sea is the saltiest? That would be the Dead Sea. Which city is known as the Big Apple? Correct, yeah, New York City. What is the currency of Japan? Correct answer is the yen. Which country is home to the Great Barrier Reef? That would be Australia. What is the boiling point of water in Celsius? Yeah, 100 degrees Celsius. What is the capital of Italy? The answer is Rome. Which planet is known as the Red Planet? Mars is known as the Red Planet. What is the longest river in the world? Correct, it's the Nile. Which animal is known for its large tusks? Yeah, the elephant. Which country has the maple leaf on its flag? That would be Canada. Which mountain is the tallest in the world? Mount Everest is the tallest. Which country is famous for the Taj Mahal? That's right, it's India. Who is the author of the Harry Potter series? It was J.K. Rowling. Which planet is third from the Sun? Earth is the third planet. Which organ do humans use to breathe? Correct, the lungs. Which instrument has black and white keys? That would be a piano. Which animal is known as the king of the jungle? It's the lion. What is the most spoken language in the world? The most spoken language is English. What is the national flower of Japan? It's the cherry blossom. What color are bananas when they're ripe? That's right, they are yellow. Which city is famous for its Colosseum? The answer is Rome. What is the tallest building in the world? Yeah, it's called Burj Khalifa. Who wrote The Adventures of Tom Sawyer? Mark Twain wrote it. What is the square root of 25? Correct, it's 5. What is the most abundant gas in Earth's atmosphere? Yeah, the answer is nitrogen. Which country hosted the first modern Olympic Games? The answer is Greece. How many wonders of the world are there? There are 7 wonders. What is the hardest substance in the human body? Tooth enamel is the hardest. What is the name of the fairy in Peter Pan? Tinkerbell, of course. What is the largest organ of the human body? The skin is the largest organ. What is the fastest bird in the world? Yeah, the peregrine falcon. How many continents start with the letter A? Correct, there are 4. Which organ in the human body is responsible for pumping blood? The answer is the heart. Who was the first president of the United States? Yeah, it was George Washington. Which animal is known as man's best friend? Of course, yeah, it's a dog. What is the most consumed drink in the world? Yeah, the answer is water. How many grams are in a pound? $453.59 grams in a pound. What is the capital of Egypt? The capital is Cairo. What color is a sapphire? Sapphires are blue. What is the tallest waterfall in the world? Yeah, Angel Falls is the tallest. How many grams are in a kilogram? That's right, 1,000 grams. What is the name of the first man-made satellite to orbit Earth? Yeah, Sputnik was the first. Which part of the eye controls how much light enters? Correct, yeah, the iris. Which country is known as the land of fire and ice? Correct, that would be Iceland. Which continent has the most countries? That's right, Africa has the most. What is the largest organ inside the human body? The answer is the liver. Which ocean is the warmest? That would be the Indian Ocean. What is the chemical symbol for gold? The symbol for gold is AU. What is the capital of Spain? The capital is Madrid. How many bones are in the human body? The answer is 206. Which bird can mimic human speech? Of course, yeah, a parrot. Which continent is the Sahara Desert located on? Yep, the Sahara Desert is in Africa. So did you get most of these right? Tell me in the comments, and also click the thumbs up if you were able to guess everything correctly. I hope you had fun. Thanks for playing.